second ever Sceptre Sessions coming up for the 2024 Tattersalls December Mares sale, and Cachet, last year's 1,000 guineas winner, is without doubt one of the stars of the show. Very, very rare to have a guineas winner coming off the track to the sale ring.
It all began at the Breeze Up sales here at Tats, and Cachet was a lot that Jake Warren was absolutely mad about, and you know, he was in a right state because it was a sort of the one he absolutely wanted to buy.
She's got the most incredible front end on her, huge big depth of girth, a wonderful jaw and a very sort of important, imposing frame. So when we saw that, first of all, that was a huge, big tick for us. And then she breezed incredibly well. She was so fast, sort of fantastic head carriage, stuck her neck out and did a really, really good time. So those two combinations meant that she was one that we really wanted to buy.
This filly, won first time up as a 2-year-old, and then she just progressed through the season. And I think in the, placing in the Fillies Mile was a terrific effort. Looking at her change physically from 2 to 3, and always a beautiful filly, but suddenly putting on, strengthening up quite considerably. And then just seeing what she, how she can accelerate off a strong gallop into the dip and out, and she could put a few lengths between her and the field because she handled it so well, so beautifully balanced. All systems go to run in the 1,000 guineas, and I'll never forget it. 1,000 guineas day, actually, with John and Jake Warren going to have a look at her in the stables walking round. So just before they come into the pre-parade ring, and we stood on the corner there and we were seeing the opposition, and it looks a little wintry still, and that's this, and then suddenly she came by, and it was a sort of a wow moment. She looked fantastic, spot on, for the big day.
My word, she showed him a clean pair of heels and basically pretty well led from pillar to post, and very nearly carried off a spectacular Guineas double when she went for the French Guineas shortly afterwards and just got denied, I think by a head. But look, any filly that can produce those sort of performances back to back at that stage of their career is very, very special, and I think that's what we need to remember. Cachet was very, very special, and I'm sure she'll continue to be so.
I think the most important thing about her pedigree is she's an outcross for all the top stallions around the world. You can't find a stallion that she can't visit, being a grandson or granddaughter of acclamation, rather. And her physical attributes are exactly what you'd want to see from a beautiful broodmare prospect. She stands over a lot of ground, great important frame, beautiful looks about her. She's very correct when she comes towards you. She moves beautifully. But if they can visit all the top stallions and they're easy to mate, they've won a classic, they've come second in a French classic. She was so tough and sound as a 2-year-old. She danced every dance from the Breeze Ups right to the Breeders' Cup, and then to have come out doing what she did as a 3-year-old, it was really phenomenal stuff. She really is an outstanding physical, and something that I hope the breeders around the world will look at with great envy and be hoping to acquire for their broodmare bands.